Well, Halloween is just a few days away, and you may have waited until the last minute to carve your pumpkin. You'll be glad you did that. Pumpkin carving master Michael Bagnus is back this year with more tricks to perfecting your pumpkin. Michael, thanks so much for coming back. We do appreciate it.
It's great to be back.
Hey, thanks. Okay, so we had just talked about making sure that you wait until the last minute to carve your pumpkin, and you said that's a great thing because sometimes they last a day or two.
Right, right. The more intricate the pattern, you got to just do it before Halloween. So, you know, I did this one here, obviously to bring in students with these little wheels that you just, you know, trace it on. It pokes little holes.
Okay, so we should probably tell people that you don't have to be a perfect artist. You just grab one of these kits, and then bada bing, you've impressed your neighbors.
Right, exactly. This one's an original design, was published in this kit, as a matter of fact. But there's so many good-looking ones out there, and they're all over the internet now. Why not? And then these kits, you can get these anywhere. Now, you know, use a knife.
Okay, so don't use a knife because first of all, it's dangerous around the kids.
Right.
Second of all, these are so much easier and you won't break your kitchen knives. Okay, so first thing you do, you get your pumpkin. What do I do first?
Okay, so then you clean it out. So the first thing you do, and I can't believe how I see people do this all the time. Now, you can get a lid cutter, and they may sell these separately, like at CVS or wherever other stores down at the pumpkin station. And what I see people do, though, is they get the pumpkin and they do this. Straight up and get one of these.
Get one of those scoopers.
Yeah, but the kits come typically with this, and this works great. You just scrape it out, just like that.
That's the worst part of the job because you're covered in all that slime.
Yeah, exactly.
That's done. Now
exactly.
what?
Then you just tape your stencil to the pumpkin. Okay, so just like I showed you here, you know, we had Rick Grimes here,
and
the
again,
sheriff
some of
on there.
Michael's own designs are in some of these pumpkin carving kits. So just grab your stencil, rip it out, tape it to the pumpkin, and now you're done.
And then you just use a little wheel. In my case, I use the engraver. You can just use the wheel to trace the pattern onto there. It pokes holes in it, and then
if you're lucky.
Yeah, exactly. If you do something, you know, like here. Now this one's not too intricate, and the kids will love that one, Frank and Weenie. I think that'd be a great one. There's simple ones for the kids. You look here and you can see, you know, there's fairly simple ones to do, but it's certainly better than trying to carve out the traditional triangle eyes jack-o'-lantern.
Which I'm guilty of doing. Michael, thank you so much for coming back on our show. Your designs are incredible, and now we know that really he's cheating. He's using the stencil.
Sometimes. I still like to do an original one every now and then.
Very cool. Well, you're very artistic. Thank you so much. Very talented, too. Hey, get ready, get set to cook. In the next hour, we're going to be joined by Food Network's Marcela Valladolid. She'll be here whipping up a great dish that you can try at home. And she has an incredible story. She's from right here in San Diego. We're going to introduce you to her when we come back. Well, Superstorm Sandy has virtually shut down airports along the East Coast and caused major flight delays across the nation. Gabe Saglier from TravelZoo.com is here with what you need to know. Gabe, thank you so much for coming in.
Well, it's a pleasure. 14,000 plus flights just in the last 24 hours. Canceled or certainly out of whack. And even this morning, rates nice and affordable throughout the winter season there at the Queen Mary.
Hopefully they're nice ghosts. Gabe Saglier from TravelZoo.com. Thanks so much for coming. We do appreciate it.
We hear Bobby Boris Pickett.
At least one or two times this morning.
Get ready to go ooh and ah.
Yeah, we're going to show you some cutie pie kids. But before we do that, we have one of the children dressed up like an ambulance driver today.
Yeah. Ennis Jackson is here from American Medical Response. I think she's talking about you, my friend.
Oh, well, that's a paramedic.
Yeah, okay. Well, look, we want to keep kids safe, and American Medical Response has gone the extra mile here. One of the things you've done is you've been handing out these reflective trick-or-treat bags all over the place. Tell me about that.
Forgot about that episode. That's hysterical. And for some people, maybe true. We've told you before about some of the interesting or unusual things women do when they're ovulating, but Dr. Samuel Wood is here from the Reproductive Sciences Center in La Jolla with the new and improved list that may have you running and screaming like little DJ there on Roseanne.
Well, I think what's becoming clear is although men believe that the PMS time is the time when women start doing strange things and are not sure whether to come or go, it actually looks...
Are you on Team Edward or Team... Listen up, single ladies. Are you looking for love? Just having no luck? Wouldn't it be nice at times to get a man's perspective? Dating expert Brandon Aki has made a business out of coaching women in the dating world. He is known as a real-life hitch. Brandon, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so why should we believe what you have to say? For sure. Brandon, thanks.
Thank you.
Coming up in the next hour, are you hungry? Get ready for the best Asian restaurants. Who was shot by police after trying to run over an officer with a stolen car will learn his sentence today. 28-year-old Michael Flores pleaded guilty to assault on a peace officer, auto theft, and misdemeanor charges of petty theft, DUI, and violating a restraining order. The incident happened in October of last year. He faces a maximum of 4 years in prison. Storm Sandy, people along the East Coast are beginning the long road to recovery. The number of deaths has now gone up to 74. About 6 million people still don't have the lights on. Renee Marsh is in Hoboken, New Jersey with a look at the cleanup effort.